present. You see, with the audience that I have at hand today, I love interacting with the millennial generation because they're a group of people who have witnessed firsthand shift that has taken place the shift that has taken place from what life was before and after digitalization. Technology is embedded so deep within our society that it's hard to imagine what our life would be like without it. And which is why it amuses me that if we were to draw a comparison between what life is today to what it is 70 years back, there would be an enormous, enormous difference. From where I see it, the shift didn't happen when humans were introduced to technology. The shift happened when humans changed their priorities from values and creativity to being self-centered and unsympathetic. And the advent of technology has a huge role to play here. When I was a young child and I first read the definition of what the internet is, it said that it was a global network that connected people across the world. So I was led to believe that the internet is a platform where people connect with each other personally. And hence, a person sitting in New York knows all about another person who's sitting in Saudi Arabia. Incorrect. The internet was supposed to be something that brought us together and acted as a uniting force. Instead, what it has done is repressed our emotions, our creativity, and our individuality. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the three things that make us most human. Today, our news, our apps, music, everything around us is personalized. And it is this virtual impermeable wall that we as humans find it very difficult to break through. The point of taking technology to an advanced level was so that humans so that humans and evolution would be a collaborative process. When did we forget how to do that? While I was researching this talk, I found a Japanese study that had taken place by scientists, which is also now the concept behind the latest Netflix series called House Arrest. It's called hikikomori. The concept of hikikomori is that socially withdrawn youths aged from 12 to 30 years or even more face metabolic disruptability and face impairment in daily functions and psychiatric disability because of their withdrawal towards digitalization. Ladies and gentlemen, when I talk about digitalization, I mean to present to you a world where technology and human beings walk hand in hand. Let me just try to break it down for you a little bit. Please be with me. Let us imagine that the internet is a person who knows the answer to almost all of your questions. So today, I don't know the name of the president of my country. Shameful, isn't it? So naturally, I'd go and ask my search engine, and my search engine would give me the desired answer. But this is the same question that I would be hesitant to ask my friends, my family, or for that matter, even my parents, for the sole reason that they would form an unworthy image of me. The truth is that the internet is a companion that works with us and for us as long as we keep paying the bills. And although this might seem profitable, but what it also does to a human being is develop a very materialistic approach towards another human. We start looking for advantage and profit in another human rather than looking for emotions. Although the internet to a human is like a one-way transaction because the internet and a human do not have any emotional attachments. But yet what remains is an unbreakable link that a human forms with the internet, and hence it becomes for him a mammoth task to separate himself from the internet. The reason that the internet today is so addictive is because we as humans, as individuals, need the internet. It is because it answers our questions, however big or small they might be, without forming opinions of our personality. The truth is that human beings are not scared of interaction. They're scared of losing that profound image that they have created in front of other individuals. And hence, the internet to us is not just a commodity, it is a nauseating necessity. Not just for social media addicts or for heavy net surfers, but to you and me as separate individuals. The internet to us today is something that is so severe that now we have stopped realizing how it's affecting our lives. Art, for example, is something that is very discreet to a person. So, using one's own imagination to form art is something that keeps it original. And although the internet might give you an idea of how to express your thoughts and present your views in front of others, what it also may do, and is largely doing, is suppress your emotions and your creativity and thereby demotivate you in the process. When I go to social gatherings today, I notice that almost 7 out of 10 people present in the crowd are glued to their mobile phones. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to walk with technology. We need to make it our companion. When I talk about being team human, the concept behind being a team arises from the bedrock of unity. When I talk about unity, I can't help but not mention our freedom struggle and a main element of that freedom struggle being Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, ladies and gentlemen, as my fellow speakers have also talked about, was a person who had the capacity to rule an empire with both ethics and intelligence. He is a person who talked about intermittent fasting, who talked about satyagrahas in the time that it was just a fad to this world. And it is that idea, ladies and gentlemen, that we need to reinforce. It is a platform that he built as a human being that brought people from the higher and upper class families right up to the Dalits and brought them all together to create a platform that would be accessible to all. The reason that I talk about the freedom struggle today is because I feel that that is something similar that we can do with technology. Today, technology is suppressing our values. Today, technology is becoming a barrier in our individual successes. So let us not look at technology that way. Let us create a platform where technology can walk hand in hand with humans. Let us create a platform where technology can be a companion to a human, and let us all walk together in a world where no one feels lonely and companionless. To be able to see a smile on someone else's face because of you, to be able to make someone feel loved, is an invaluable contribution that you as an individual can make to this world. I feel that the next evolutionary step of mankind is to move from man to kind. When I talk about being a team human, I talk about togetherness. I talk about not being able to make someone else or yourself feel lonely. It is about reimbursing and reconciling those values and that verbal communication that we're in danger of losing. It is that profound growth of an individual that actually contributes to the society. When I talk about, when we as humans talk about existential crisis or talk about platforms like Facebook and Instagram, which give people an excessive desire to share. Today, people have difficulties living in the moment. because they're too busy sharing the moment with everyone else. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we need to walk together as a society, as a society with technology, for it to be our companion. If there's one thing that if I were to post a picture on social media today, I would become an object of attention, asking others to assign a value to me. When I post a picture on social media, I ask an audience to assign a value to me. Let me tell you today that human beings are not meant to be objects. Human beings are meant to be humans. It is about, if we are the strongest and the fastest species of all kind, it is because we are the ones who have evolved with creativity, taking our values together. But what I do see today is us leaving behind those values and that creativity and novelty behind, and stepping forward with our gadgets. If there's a takeaway to this talk, I hope that it's the fact that we all feel comfortable in acknowledging that it's not about rejecting technological advances. It's about retrieving the values and the qualities that we're in danger of losing and embedding them in the digital future. Thank you.